Hey everyone, this is Mr. Freddy here, and today I'm gonna do my Finance of Freddy's book collection since when I did like the first FNAF collection video like a couple of weeks ago. I was a fan of it. I felt like I just rushed it, so I decided to just redo it and just separate into two different videos, which is the FNAF book collections and the FNAF merch collection. So yeah, let's get started since I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books. I have 18 freaking books. Like, damn, I just like more of an avid FNAF book reader and collector. So I just almost collect all the FNAF books, but there's like a lot of new ones coming out like for this year, like the Faster Freddy's graphic novel and the Security Breach stuff for the books. So yeah, here it goes. So the first stash is the original novel trilogy, which is Sober Eyes, Twisted Ones, and The Fourth Closet. Sober Eyes, pretty good book, and especially like the third act of the story is just freaking good. Especially the unexpected reveal that on who the killer's name is, which is William effing Afton, which, yeah, that name is pretty much now adopted for the main villain for the entire FNAF series. So it has like a lot of pages, like 392 or something like that. So, yep, pretty good book, and I just still have this since 2016, and still in like a very offbeat condition, but it still looks fine for me. Next is the Twisted Ones, which a pretty crazy one, especially the third act with these damn balloon boys and the Twister animatronics, especially their official designs, official artwork on them. And also a weird thing is that Nightmare from FNAF 4 is in the cover, but he didn't make a single appearance in the story. And yeah, the Nightmare stuff is kind of play an important part of the story, since sometimes having nightmares just can be pretty terrifying, especially this and in its graphic novel version of the story. So yeah, story one's pretty good. And the last one is The Fourth Closet, and man, oh man, look a little. It's sort of beat up, but I don't know. It's still in alright condition. It has like some pages. This one's like 295, which is kind of short. This one, it's a pretty fun finale, despite the people just complain that, oh my god, Charlie's actually a robot? What the heck is this? Well, seeing William Afton and his demise is kind of satisfying, because those children needs to rest well after they've been murdered by the purple guy. William Afton is purple, wears everything purple, and yeah. Also, the cover's freaking purple, so whoop-de-doo. Next up is the graphic novel versions of the novel trilogy, which consists Twisted Ones, Sober Eyes, Twisted Ones, and The Fourth Closet. Sober Eyes, I just kind of like the story, I like just reading these in like full picture, since it's kind of hard to just thinking, imaging some scenes in the novel trilogy. Well, the graphic novel, yeah, they got your back. Well, the art style, kind of good. Looks okay, but yeah. Next is Swiss Ones, which things get a lot better because the art in this graphic novel is improved, and so many grotesque stuff, especially the freaking Twister animatronics, like, wow. And also the graphic novel version of seeing Charlie's death in this one, it's kind of pretty dark and sad. So Twister One's pretty good one, and possibly the big one that came out like last year Christmas 2021, I meant, which is The Four Closet, which there's Unexpected Error, which they mislabeled it as a Fraser Fights book, which isn't considered a Fraser Fights book or graphic novel book. So yeah, nothing of Circus Baby is on here, since I prefer just the more sister location to look up Circus Baby sometimes, since it looks fine. But yeah, this is just a more humanoid version of Circus Baby's. Like, goddamn, did she forgot to put on makeup or something? The artwork, pretty damn good. So yeah, for a classic graphic novel, pretty great. Now onto the Fraser Fights books, which consists of 11 goddamn books, not concluding the 12th one, which is Felix the Shark, because I just rather just like look up, like, hearing the story, just looking up on YouTube and just trying to listen to the audiobook version of that story, of that book. So yeah, so here's the box set of the first 4 books, which consists of Into the Pit, Fetch, 1:45 a.m., and Step Closer. Into the Pit's stories, like, Into the Pit is a pretty classic FNAF story. To be truthful, it's okay. Count the Ways, pretty damn good. Despite its pretty dark moment at the end. Fetch, yeah. But the first story, Fetch, is actually, a very good one. Only Freddy, caught a very interesting one. And out of stock, another iconic Fraser Fight story besides Into the Pit. For 1:45 a.m. is first story. It's okay in my opinion. Room for One More, really, really good. Possibly the best one in this in the third book collection. And New Kid, kind of almost close to be good, but I've heard Room for One More for the crazy stuff that's going on. So that's that. Next is Step Closer. The first story, Step Closer, excellent. Another iconic Fraser Fights story in this collection. Next is Dance With Me. It's okay. Coming Home, it's good. And it's quite a bit more of the sadder stories than the more darker stuff. So yeah. So that's the first 4 books. Now for the remaining ones, which are Bunny Call, Blackbird, The Cliffs, Gumdrop, Angel, the puppet cover, Friendly Face, and the Prankster. So first up is Bunny Call. For the first story, Bunny Call in this collection, a very good one, especially a very FNAF-like scenario on trying to survive until 6 a.m. In the flesh, absolutely a gross goddamn story, especially like around the end, But seriously, who the heck come up with the idea of a baby spring trap? Like, someone to get slapped needs to get their like the mental check. The Man in Room 1280, pretty good story, but Bunny Call, yeah, I actually like it a bit more than Man 1280, despite it has some importance to the Stitch Race stories. Next is Blackbird. First story, which is Blackbird in this collection. It's fine, but I think it gets better from the next 2 stories. The Real Jake, quite a sad story, quite a sad one, because Jake freaking dies at the end of it. And finally, Hide and Seek, a very great one, because especially that Shadow Bonnie is actually playing the villain in that story, which I love. Next is The Cliffs, which felt a little short. Some stories in this collection short. But the first story, The Cliffs, quite a good one and also sad, because especially that one scene that, don't want to spoil it. Break a Wheel, quite a gruesome one, because you can see some, you can't unsee the person get their bones snap and such from that exoskeleton suit. and he told me everything. Quite a weird story, but Brick Wheel's kind of still the top tier in the seventh book collection. Next is Gumdrop Angel, which has like three great stories. Which is kind of like the best one besides the first four books, I guess. Which for the first story, Gumdrop Angel, pretty insanely scary at the end. Not gonna spoil it, because the covers kind of showcase this scene. Sergio's Lucky Day, quite a pretty fun story, especially that ending, like, wow, Balloon Boy is maybe the more worse than the freaking devil from Cuphead. And finally, what we found, it's felt like FNAF 3 novel adaptation, which can be a good or a bad thing, but it's actually pretty great. So yeah, so that was Gumdrop Angel. Next is the puppet cover. First story, puppet cover, pretty good. Even for it's about like just the Faz, it has the Fazgoo again, but still a good story. See, Jump for Tickets, which quite a good story and possibly the best one in that collection. Well, the ending's kind of sad, because you could see the character pretty much the main character died almost at the end. And Pizza Kit, quite a pretty sort of psychological type of horror, because you don't know if that person is actually dead or not from that field trip at the pizza factory, because never go there like that. So yeah, so that's puppet cover. Next is Friendly Face, which first story, Friendly Face, quite a weird one, but not so scary. Sea Bonnie's, that's the best one, but also the most messed up one, because who the heck is just gonna drink up sea monkey so it can like attack your systems, And the last one, Together Forever, quite a very crazy one, especially that ending, quite crazy. Next is the Prankster, or just Prankster, which has Prankster. It felt a bit too short, but it's quite a good story. But I think it gets better on the other two stories in this collection, which are Kids at Play, a quite interesting one, but the ending is kind of shocking, And Fine Player 2, the last in the stories, and that ending is kind of unexpected, like seriously, that friend is dead for 10 freaking years. Like, what a horrible person that one character is for leaving a friend behind. So yeah, and in the Citrate story on all, if you connect the pieces on this book series, quite a well done one. Especially it felt kind of shocking that it takes place after FNAF 6, especially that the fire didn't work and it didn't kill freaking William Afton. So yeah. And finally, the book I just recently finished reading is the Ultimate Guidebook, which has so much content to look through. Especially that this is the biggest guidebook in this Guidebook Trilogy thingy. But this is like my preferred way to trying to get to know about FNAF, especially the FNAF AR stuff and Help Wanted and other things in this guidebook. So yeah, wow, what a collection I have. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this collection video I made, and see you tomorrow for a FNAF merch collection soon, hopefully. So have a nice day and see you for more videos. Bye bye. Into the pit, I must admit, I come up. Oh!